We're glad to help. I need to check my email anyway.
And I can play computer games.
Thanks, you two.
Do you think the new manager will change anything?
He might.
He shouldn't change too much. You've done a good job managing the place.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, we like the Net Cafe just like it is.
We do too. You've really done a great job, Becca. Aaron's right. The new manager shouldn't change too much because you've managed the Net Cafe very well.
Yes, I agree with Nick. I like the Net Cafe just like it is.
Me too. Okay, let's learn our key word from this conversation. Change. Change. When you change something, this means that you make it different. You change it.
Yes, when you change something, it's different. You make it different.
We can say Derek asked his teacher if he can change seats. He can't see the board.
Ken asked the salesperson if he could change his order.
Kyle's job is changing next year. He will be doing a lot of new things. Well, you know, sometimes it's not easy when things change in our lives.
That's right. Change isn't always easy, but life is about changes. That's what keeps things interesting.
Well, Aaron says that the new manager of the Net Cafe shouldn't change too much. He says Becca's done a good job managing the place. Now here we see a sentence pattern. You've done a good job, verb plus ing, the noun. For example, you've done a good job planning the party.
You've done a good job helping your mom.
You've done a good job cleaning the room. Hey, Thomas, you've done a great job with teaching our students.
That's true.
Is Becca Harris here?
That's me.
I'm Tyler Adams, the new manager.
It's nice to meet you. Please sit down. Aaron, will you get Tyler some coffee?
Sure.
So, what's your background? Have you managed a lot of net cafes?
Just one. I managed one in Oregon for 2 years. It's very successful now.
Great.
But it wasn't successful when I started. It was kind of like this one.
What? The Net Cafe is successful. Tyler just got there. I'm sure he'll see that it's successful soon.
Our friends were all surprised when Tyler said that. Well, what's Tyler's background? Let's learn that keyword.
Background. Background. Now, your background talks about someone's family, school, or work experience.
In our conversation, Becca asks Tyler, what's your background? She wants to know what kind of experience Tyler has had as a manager. She wants to know about his work background.
Right, you can find out about someone's work background. You can also find out about their family background. Your family background talks about where your family is from.
Right. For example, my family is from Asia. That's my family background.
You can also talk about your school background. Your school background talks about the different schools that you studied at. We found the answer to today's mission in this conversation. How many net cafes has Tyler managed?
How many net cafes has Tyler managed? Tyler has just managed one net cafe.
Just one. That's our calendar phrase. Just one.
Just one.
So we found out a bit more about Tyler and his background, and that he's managed just one net cafe. Let's learn more from Thomas.
Keywords.
All right, everyone, let's review today's keywords. Our first keyword is sweep. Sweep. Please sweep the floor. It's dirty.
Successful. Successful. Karen's business is very successful. She has lots of customers.
Change. Change. Marge changed her hair color. It's not brown anymore. It's red.
Background. Background. Nancy's background is in sales. She's worked in 6 different companies. All right, let's review one more time. Sweep. Sweep.
Successful. Successful.
Change. Change.
Background. Background. Thanks for saying those with us. Now let's go back to the Net Cafe to review today's conversations.
Becca, you've swept the floor 3 times. Sit down.
I can't. I'm too nervous.
The new manager won't be here for another hour.
Well, he might be early. I want everything to look perfect.
Everything does look perfect. But we don't have any customers.
You're right. We need some. We want the cafe to look successful.
Okay, I'll go find some customers. Here are your customers. They were talking to Amber in the Stop and Shop.
We're glad to help. I need to check my email anyway.
And I can play computer games.
Thanks, you two.
Do you think the new manager will change anything?
He might.
He shouldn't change too much. You've done a good job managing the place.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, we like the Net Cafe just like it is.
Is Becca Harris here?
That's me.
I'm Tyler Adams, the new manager.
It's nice to meet you. Please sit down. Aaron, will you get Tyler some coffee?
Sure.
So, what's your background? Have you managed a lot of net cafes?
Just one. I managed one in Oregon for 2 years. It's very successful now.
Great.
But it wasn't successful when I started. It was kind of like this one.
Word power.
It's time for Word Power. This week we're having a party to celebrate New Year's. We'll teach you words about a New Year's party. Please come. We have everything ready for the party. Everyone gets a noisemaker. 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 It makes fun noises. What is that? Oh, don't shoot me! It's silly string. Silly string. Silly string. Isn't it silly? Here, wear a party hat. Everyone should wear a party hat. You wear a party hat at parties. Party hat. Party hat. Oh, it's our friends! Come in! Make yourself at home. Here's a party hat. I'm glad we can spend New Year's together. It's almost midnight. 10, 9, 8, 7. That's the countdown. 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 Happy New Year! Woohoo! Now it's time to say cheers. Cheers. Happy New Year, everyone.
Calendar phrase.
Just one.
Just one.
一块就好.
Honey, would you like a cookie?
Sure, just one.
How about a piece of cake?
I guess just one piece.
Oh, this candy is so good.
All right, I'll try just one.
Honey, you don't look very good.
I ate too much. I should have had just one.
Ooh.
Just one.
Just one.
一块就好。
Just one more thing to do. Practice our question of the day. What do you do when you're nervous?
Well, I try to breathe and I try to calm myself down. Sometimes I'll talk to my friends and they'll help to calm me down.
Yes, it's always a good idea to talk to someone when you're nervous. Students, practice this question. We'll see you next time on Let's Talk in English.
On PTS and the radio.
And remember, learning English can be fun.
Bye.
Let's talk in English.
Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Talk in English on PTS and the radio. My name is Campbell.
And I'm Andrea. We're glad you joined us for today's lesson.
Oh, Andrea, I just thought of something. Since this is the last week of 2005, that means it's the last week of our Florida story. And that means we have to say goodbye to our friends. And that's sad.
Well, Campbell, it is sad, but our friends are starting new adventures. Liz and Greg are moving to Brazil. Aaron is going to college. Becca is moving to Atlanta. And Jeff and Mia are having a baby. It's exciting.
Yes, but we still have to say goodbye.
Yes, we do. But you know what? Next year we'll have new friends to meet, and that's exciting too.
That's true. I guess this is when I need to learn how to be okay with all these things that are changing.
Well, you know, our friends Aaron and Becca are learning about that too. Yesterday they met Tyler, the new manager of the Net Cafe.
Yes, and I think Tyler might want to change a few things at the Net Cafe. We'll hear a little bit more about that today.
We will, but first, here's today's mission. What time does Tyler think the Net Cafe should open?
What time does Tyler think the Net Cafe should open? I wonder if that's one of the things he wants to change.
Well, maybe. Let's find out. Here is Conversation A.
Well, it's early. We'll have more customers later.
The Net Cafe I managed was busy all the time. Once I change a few things, this one will be busy too.
You're going to change some things?
Of course. I'm going to introduce some new products.
Oh, like what?
Tea drinks. You only sell coffee and hot chocolate.
Well, most of our customers are teens. They don't like tea.
Tyler is going to change things at the Net Cafe. He said that the Net Cafe he manages is busy all the time. There are customers there all the time. He thinks after he changes a few things, Becca's Net Cafe will be busy too.
Do you think that's true? Well, I guess we won't find out until after he starts making some changes. So what does he want to change? Well, one thing Tyler is going to do is introduce some new products.
All right, we heard two of our key words in that sentence. Let's learn the first one. The first key word is introduce. Introduce. When you introduce something to a store, this means you bring it into the store and sell it for the first time.
Yes, when you introduce something, you sell it for the first time. Many businesses introduce things by using commercials.
We can say the restaurant introduced a new special last week, lemon salmon.
The company introduced their new car. Many people were interested in learning more about it.
Now, this is to introduce something. Now, what does it mean to introduce someone? Well, if you introduce someone to another person, you tell the other person your friend's name and a little bit about them.
For example, this is my friend Campbell. He's an English teacher. He lives in Taipei. I just introduced Campbell.
That's right. Okay, now let's learn our next key word. Product. Product. A product is something that people sell. For example, in a music store, their products might be CDs, CD players, DVDs, MP3 players, and other things like that.
Some of the products at the Net Cafe are coffee, hot chocolate, and muffins.
Muffins. All right, let's learn some more about this conversation from Thomas.
We'll see. Tea is a big seller in Oregon.
This isn't Oregon.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my brother, Aaron. He takes care of all the computers.
But I won't be here next year. I'm going away to college.
That's okay. I'll hire a professional to take care of the computers.
Aaron does a very good job.
I'm sure he does.
Aaron does a very good job. He takes care of all the computers at the Net Cafe. But he won't be at the Net Cafe next year.
Well, it sounds like Tyler wants to make a lot of changes. Do you think tea will be a big seller?
Well, I'm not sure. Let's start by learning our key word. Seller. Seller. A seller is a product that is popular or not popular with customers.
Right, a seller. Now, a big seller is a product that a lot of people buy.
Right. Now we find out in our conversation that tea is a big seller in Oregon. That means that many people bought tea from the Net Cafe in Oregon. But will it be a big seller in Florida? Well, we're not sure yet.
Right, we're not sure if a lot of people will want to buy tea drinks in Florida.
Now you might also hear the word best seller. Now the best seller is a product that people buy more than others.
Right, sometimes when we're talking about books, you might hear this word best seller. A book that's a best seller is a book that a lot of people buy.
Well, Tyler says that he's going to hire a professional to take care of the computers next year. Our keyword here is professional. Professional. A professional is someone who works at a job and has special training. When you're a professional, you have lots of experience and studied a lot to get your job.
Now, our friend Aaron isn't a professional. He didn't go to school to learn how to take care of computers. But I think he still does a wonderful job.
I think so too. Let's learn more about this conversation from Thomas.
Do you want to talk about the cafe's schedule now?
Not now. I'm on my way to a real estate agency to see about apartments.
Tomorrow then?
Yes. What time do you open?
8 a.m.
That's too late. You should be open by 6 a.m.
Well, you can change the cafe hours.
I will. Well, I have to go. I'll see you tomorrow.